What's up, Wallbreaker family? This is AZ Wallbreaker here, and you're watching my channel, Wallbreakers. And I'm here to inspire you to be epic, be legendary. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If you're old, welcome back to the family. I'm glad that you are all here today to hear my voice and hear what I got to talk about today. If you like this video, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, and share. Much appreciated to help this channel grow. I am going to talk about 6 souvenirs that I got from New Zealand and Australia that I think will be very good to have if you are not living there, if you are a tourist like I was, that you could take back to your home country and be able to enjoy and be able to play with it. 1, a rugby ball. So this is my rugby ball. This is obviously a beach rugby ball that you can take to the beach and play rugby. I am a huge rugby fan. I put the sport over American football, and I'm a huge die-hard American football fan. If you haven't noticed, I am a Carolina Panthers fan, have been since 1995 when the team first moved there. I started playing rugby when I was in, I was in my late 20s when I started playing rugby, and I got hooked onto it. I paid attention to the game, I learned the rules, and I started playing with teams. I love the competition. I love how you have to score, that you have to really learn how to score. And getting a try, if you're not familiar with a try, it is like a touchdown in American football terms, where you actually have to place the ball in what they call the try zone, or if in American football terms, touchdown. So you have to place the ball in the try zone and you score and you get 5 points, and you kick the conversion goal, which is like a field goal, but instead of 1, it's worth 2. And so that's pretty. I'm not going to go into too much detail of rugby because it can be complicated. It can take a while. But this was an awesome souvenir for me. I love the All Blacks. I respect them very much. I think they're a very good team. But my favorite team for rugby tends to be the French Blues. I like them very much. I speak French and I love everything French. So I love seeing the French Blues do well in the Rugby World Cup. But nonetheless, as a Southern team, I tend to go with the All Blacks. I know it's kind of a cop-out, but you know, when you're good, and you're going to have a big following. But this is a great souvenir to have if you are big into sports and you just want to expand your knowledge of sports. This is a great way. It's a great souvenir to have. I love it. It feels good. I love playing. It reminds me of my rugby days, and it reminds me of my experience of going to New Zealand. 2, New Zealand wine. So why do I bring wine? I think wine is a good opportunity for you to taste the different flavors, especially the way grapes are grown in certain countries. You don't like alcohol? Good for you. But for me, I like drinking wine. Wine is very good. I think it's delicious. And I just find it very refreshing every time I drink. When I came back to New Zealand and Australia with my wife, we bought 5 wine bottles. We didn't want to send it back home through the mail because international mail is expensive and you just don't know what you're going to get. If all the bottles were going to survive, we weren't sure, so we decided to take it on our own hands. What we did to get our bags or wine, to get our wine prepared, is that we put bubble wrap. We've got as much bubble wrap as possible. We have to, my wife's bag, we could put all the wine into her bag and it fit. And just in case I did not get to drink a single drop of New Zealand wine because they broke, I decided one night just to drink an entire bottle. It was delicious. I loved it with my meals that I ate while we were in Australia. Yes, we took the New Zealand wines from New Zealand to Australia, then from Australia to back home in the States. Fortunately, the wine survived. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. But it happened and we got our wine. Now I haven't drunk a single drop since I've been here at home. I'm saving these wines for a special occasion. I don't know what, but when that special occasion comes, I'm going to be chugging as much wine as possible. The New Zealand wines are very good. I like them. I tend to think they're good. So if you're a wine drinker and you're going out to New Zealand, you need to consider getting some wines and taking it home and enjoy it. 3. A New Zealand flag. So I like collecting flags. I like to collect as many as I can get whenever I go to a country. New Zealand was very important because it was my first Southern Hemisphere country that I actually got to visit and see. I've never been to a Southern Hemisphere country until I took this trip in May 2017, and it was an awe moment for me because it's something new. It's different time zones, different people, different culture. It was just different. It was just completely different. It was something I've never done before. So I was very excited to be able to go to New Zealand finally and go to a Southern Hemisphere country for once and be able to just see things. And just having that New Zealand flag reminds me of my first Southern Hemisphere country, and it reminds me how much I appreciate going to New Zealand and just enjoy it. 4. An Australian football. So this is a Australian football. It's the Australians' versions of football. If you're like an American like me and you have no idea what the heck it's called, they call it footy, and it's a very interesting sport. I got into it when I was deployed at once when I went to Afghanistan. I remember watching the game and it caught my attention, just like cricket and all the other sports that it's not common in the United States. And it just caught my attention. I started watching it more, and as I got close to going to my trip, I started to watch more games. It's really not that hard to understand how to play once you watch the game. Now I'm not saying that if I started to play, I would be a professional. I think I would be terrible. So just keep it out there. I'm not saying I'm going to be good, but the game got me intrigued, and I started to watch the games more, and I just got interested. I love the game. It's interesting. It's fast. It's action paced. It's not slow. There's no commercial. It's just constant moving compared to American football. Again, I am not dissing American football. I am a die-hard American football fan. I just like the pace of the game. Just hardly any breaks. It just goes, and that's why I enjoy these sports such as rugby and Australian football, because there's just no breaks. It's just you keep playing until the whistle sounds and the game's over. 5. A Didgeridoo. I got this while I was in Australia when I was in Melbourne. I got this in Melbourne, and this is a real authentic Didgeridoo. An Aborigine made this item for me, and as you can see up close, you can see the person who did it. If I can, Yada. So Yada made this Didgeridoo, and it's really cool. You got the wood, you got the coating, you got the designs on it that I like, which I'll show you again, of a kangaroo. I decided to get the one with the kangaroo up close, and I really love this. I mean, I've been trying to learn how to play it, but it just hasn't happened. I sound like an idiot out here, but that's okay. I enjoy being an idiot if it means I'm having a good time and I'm learning about the world around me. And this was an interesting instrument that I had to get for a souvenir. And even if I don't know how to play, these things are a good ornament to put in your house. I think I would put this in my bedroom. This item in my bedroom, and it really adds a rawness to our bedroom. It makes us feel like we're back in Australia, and I really enjoy it. It's an awesome made I know, and I love it. It's great. 6, a boomerang. Obviously, you can't go to Australia without picking a boomerang up. And this is what I picked up. Now, when I threw one of these for the first time in Australia, it was terrible, but the more you practice, the better you get. I haven't practiced in a while since I came back. When I came back, I kind of threw it here and there, and just to get the wrist flick. I guess you gotta. This is a right-handed boomerang. Let's see if there's usually something that tells you that this is a right-handed, but this is a right-handed boomerang that you just throw. You're supposed to turn it. You're supposed to turn it where the inner curve is facing away from you. So like right here. So you got right here. You're supposed to throw it like this. And the cool thing that I learned about boomerangs is that the Aborigines use these to pretty much get birds. And you're not supposed to throw this during the wind, and you gotta be careful how you throw it, because you can break these. Like, yeah, you can really break these. So I don't throw mine as often because I really want to keep this. And I mean, going to Australia is going. The next time I go to Australia is probably going to be when I decide to retire. I threw these a few times, and they're really cool. I really sucked at it, but I think if I practice more, that I feel like I will get the hang of throwing these. So I'm going to keep practicing more. Try to angle it. I guess you're supposed to angle it 45 degrees against the wind, and the wind picks it up, and that's how it returns to you. But remember, do not try to grab it as it returns to you, because this could really damage some hands or some limbs or whatever. So if you get these, have fun, but be safe at the same time, because you don't want to get hurt using these. Alright, I just talked about 6 souvenirs that you should consider getting in either New Zealand or Australia. I did 3 for New Zealand and 3 for Australia. So just decide which one you get. And also, I have a question for you. If you have been to New Zealand or Australia, what souvenirs do you think a tourist should take? I mean, is there something else that they should take? Maybe a coat, a jacket? I don't know. So post down below, and I will comment with every post. So this is it, and I'll be seeing you later. So remember,